They want stability and freedom in the same wallet, like asking your coffee money to be calm while your voting stake handles the drama. That's the hook. What if one token paid for your coffee and another token carried the risk, the governance, and the big decisions? Welcome to the dual system world. Simple in idea, fiendish in execution. Picture a market where every small purchase doesn't require a drum roll. A stable token buys your morning bread without price panic. A second token sits quietly in the background doing the heavy lifting, governance, recapitalization, and taking the heat when markets wobble. The elegance is obvious. The danger is even more obvious. When you split roles, you reduce friction for users, but you also double the engineering headaches, legal questions, and liquidity demands. You've seen the poster children, MakerDAO's world, where DAI plays the calm cashier and MKR takes governance checks. It works because there's deep liquidity, active arbitrage desks, and a lot of engineering that says, don't break the peg. Then you remember Terra, a cautionary tale where the architecture looked clever until stress tested, and then the whole thing unraveled. Dual systems can protect payments from volatility, but they're also fragile if design assumptions meet a market that disagrees. Now, slide that frame over Pi. The Pi team has been steadily building infrastructure. You need to even argue about a dual system. AMMS, DEX primitives, tokenization features, and investments into real projects through Pi Network Ventures. Those are the pipes and the power stations. They don't say, we launched a Pi stablecoin today, but they do say, we are building the plumbing that would allow one. That difference matters. Tools are not products. Blueprints are not banks. If you're a pioneer, hear this plainly. There's progress, and then there's promise. Progress is code pushed to testnet, audits published, node updates shipping that actually fix reward calculations. Promise is a press headline claiming a branded Pi USD is live when the official blog has only signaled feasibility. Build is verifiable, hype is noise. Learn to tell them apart. Mechanically, here's how a dual model typically operates without the marketing gloss. One token is designed to be usable day to day, stable, pegged, or algorithmically smooth. The sibling token is the shock absorber. When the stable side drifts, the backstop token is issued, burned, or used to intervene via market operations, minting, bonding curves, or treasury swaps. The goal is clear. Keep the buying power predictable for users and push speculative volatility into an asset designed to handle it. The trade-off is that the backstop token must have credible liquidity and governance, or the whole arrangement is a house of cards. So, what should a pioneer actually do while the team builds? First, verify your KYC and keep your node honest. The network's usefulness starts with accurate identities and reliable endpoints. Second, participate in testnet experiments. These aren't dress rehearsals, they're live stress tests the team needs. Third, demand transparency. If PDAO is going to act like an algorithmic steward, it must publish clear rules, audit trails, and emergency governance plans. No secret knobs, no buried Oracle dependencies. And a small, blunt truth. If your strategy is wait for Pi to magically be worth 6 figures, you're doing it wrong. Value is created through utility, merchant acceptance, fiat rails that actually convert tokens into dollars, and institutional integrations that bring real liquidity. Dual systems help with stability, but they don't create adoption. People buy what they can spend, and merchants accept what they can convert. There's a governance wrinkle you can't skip. Community consensus is messy. Agreeing to a price internally is one thing. Imposing a value that claims external legitimacy is another. If Pi's community anchors too tightly to a symbolic price without measurable economic backing, the risk is behavioral. Pioneers stop building because value is already declared. That's the opposite of a healthy network. If you want a practical checklist to act on tonight, check your KYC status, update any nodes or wallet software the team has published, follow official Pi channels for testnet announcements, and start thinking about micro-pilots for merchant acceptance in your local area. Small pilots win over grand pronouncements every time. One coffee shop, one vendor, one verified on-ramp at a time. And one last piece of advice that's equal parts sarcastic and sincere. Don't worship the idea of a token. Build with it. Celebration parties belong to dreams. Audits, merchant receipts, and clean on-chain metrics belong to reality. If Pi wants to pull off a dual system that actually benefits pioneers, it won't be because the community chanted a number loud enough. It will be because builders, auditors, merchants, and regulators all nodded and said, that ledger actually works. If this cleared things up, do one helpful thing. Share this with another pioneer who's still waiting for price magic. Drop a comment with one practical idea you'd try to get Pi used in your town. We'll pick the best and dig into it next. Subscribe if you want real updates, not press releases dressed as progress.